doing? I got some stuff to set up over here. I'm home. I've been home for a bit now. I have another microphone I want to set up. See my hair standing up? And I have oil. Because I use natural stuff. Um, I use this is sunflower oil in my hair, and I put it when my hair is because in order to keep it toned, because my hair is very well, it's coily. I have it starts anyway, but so we're going to be having some weather coming. We're going to have some weather. Whenever it's bright and sunny like this, and it's super super bright, um, where right now there have been some solar showers going on, and so the sky was absolutely incredible last night. I mean, it was so beautiful where I am, and stuff like that. That is very enjoyable. It's the simple things, people. Remember, it's the simple stuff that's gonna keep you. All the other stuff isn't. One moment. Una moment. I got my blood pressure sleeve on because my big pain is starting to act up, and I can feel it. And I hate taking that damn medicine. Oh my gosh, I just hate it. It's just so yucky. It's really yucky because then I don't function right, and I'm like, it makes me very fatigued, and I'm fatigued to begin with. So, anyway, I want to show this. See how this one works. Um, Here's some research to do. So, yeah, like I was speaking upon, I mean, the craziness that goes on here on how people are misrepresented and how people are required to pay these thieves, because that's what they are. I told everybody the story what had happened. There's been numerous incidences with me and law enforcement, right? Because of the fact that, they have a job to do, but while doing the job, oftentimes it's geared towards women, black, brown. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of crime in minority communities, right? There's always been a lot of crime in minority communities, right? So now, because of the high crime, you like to lump everyone together, right? But then while you're doing that, right, when you pull people over and you have all these fees that are accumulated, what you're doing is you've created a monopoly, right? And when you create a monopoly, that requires a board to be made, right? So the board is the board of BS because there's always money and fees that are expenditures that. Here's how it works, right? The more money a town makes, people, listen to what I'm going to say very carefully. The more money a police municipality makes in tags and in fees, the more they make, then they'll get more funding. So as you notice now, and crime needs to be, yeah, there was a terrible incident where somebody was just poo-pooed. I mean, this has been going on because anybody can go out and go pick up a, poo-poo. That's how it works. It's an unfortunate society, but now that then in fact goes into the manufacturers of them. So you start there, but that's a well too deep to go into because they won't do it, you know. But yeah, the nonsense with these fees. I mean, do you honestly think that a here's another thing what they did. This dude who came, the tow truck driver, right? He wanted the guy's license. He was the same driver who arrived on scene when the cops pulled him over And they already did that. So you tell me, in what authority did this man have to request his license? He had none, because he was there on scene. If there was any incident with this motorist, he would have then been taken. Right? You see license for identification, that you're the owner. You have the person's name. This cat went and ran a check on it, because this cat felt that, well, this woman is going to be starting some ish. Let's make sure that this guy, he don't have no paper on him, or maybe he needs to be deported because he's non-white. You understand? He's from Venezuela. And they found out otherwise, okay? Because he served in the Venezuelan Navy, okay? All right? He's here legally, okay? So that cat who did it, yeah. You better all check yourself and stop your BS. Y'all better check yourself and stop the bullshit when it comes to these frickin' tags and these fees with these tow truck companies, okay? You all need to stop it. Tish James, you hear me? What's your name? Thomas DiNapoli? Oh my God, these people. It's a scam. Let me tell you something. How do you start a monopoly? Run a campaign, get yourself some money, right? Get yourself some money from some investors, right? And then you play pocket pool, all right? You play pocket pool. And then when you're playing pocket pool, as you know what's growing playing pocket pool, because you're making all these deals and you're making extra money, you better remember the people, okay? You better remember us, all right? And stop with these frickin' fees, all right? Stop with the fees. And Judge Rosa, the judge who handled the case with my son, Thomas Ruggiero, I'll give you the case number because I'm going to put it up. That attorney that worked for that frickin' Dutchess County Mental Health never got his arrest records, never got the number of times he was admitted via ambulance because he was in a state from the, as they call it years ago, they still call it now, the babanya. The babanya is the H. All right. May everyone in your generation suffer the way my family is suffering. Okay, Judge Rosa? And the lady who worked for Dutchess County Mental Health? And I mean that from the heart. I mean that from here. Because if you imbeciles would have done your job, there wouldn't be these ongoing issues, because this kid would be straightened out. But in order to keep the lights open at the courts, and in order for overtime to be paid out to the cops, like the cop who came here the last time they took him, all right, where the kid was out of his mind. He didn't shower for about 3 days, all right? There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with him. Because you know what? It was quitting time for this cat. And then, like I said, and I said in the videos, I said, you know what? You're going to call a supervisor, because otherwise you're going to have a very big problem coming from me. Breaker 19, Breaker 19, supervisor, we need a supervisor here. We need an ambulance here. We have a very aggressive citizen that's not going to take our bullshit. Do you understand me? Can I get a 10-4? Can I get a 10-4? We need a bus. You got that? Get a bus and get a supervisor. Please, people. You mess with people all the time. You do it all the time, and you make money, and you keep making money. Right? You keep making money by doing wrong to people. Are there people that need to be in the Gray Bar Hotel for crimes? You better believe it. And guess what? A lot of them who need to be in the Gray Bar Hotel are the ones working, making the laws because of underhanded, shady stuff, right? You all hear me, right? Yeah. Anyway. Okay, I just took my blood pressure. Yeah, I eat healthy. It's the stuff that's in our environment All right. And the fact that, I'm back to talk to a medical, the fact that we have, number one, the diabetes, this is a medical thing now, healthcare, the diabetes, if you keep selling consumable goods that contain all the high sugar, all the processed, all the oils, people will bulk up. People will bulk up. People will bulk up. Um, Sedentary work, sedentary transportation, getting to and fro from work, you know. But see now everything because of they say the blessing is in the lesson. So when you learn things, right? So now because of this Ponzi scheme politician president, hi Donald, um, and all the stuff that he has done, because he's dozing for dollars and he's making lots of crypto buckaroos, lots of it, and all these other people are, and so they just continue to do underhanded stuff. And so now when you have the head of the horse who's doing all this crap, the head of the horse meaning the main F.A., el presidente, um, then you got these other cats that do it, and the other cats are the states. And they create all these illegal laws, like what they just did in Louisiana with the voting rights, right? I'll share what they did up here. I spoke about this, and I'll speak about it again. A couple of years ago, they sent out voter cards, and the voter cards had the addresses, but they had the wrong name. And the girl said, when I called, she said, we have a different vendor, and there was an error. Wow, all these errors. All these errors just happen to start when, with all within the past like 10 years. This was about what, 2020, 2023, because I have saved it. And then, now, when Obama was running, there's a church. It's on Academy Street. It's on Academy, and I was just up there. Anyway, it was a voting, it was where people would vote. Guess what happened right before Election Day? Na 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 na. The church lit up like a tree a few days before Election Day. Imagine, coincidentally, a church burnt down. Right? What's the coinky think of that? What's the coinky think of that? A large black community, a large minority community, the first African American president nominee running to lead the free world, and the church got burnt down. Well, Lord, I felt like I was living in Alabama. I said, holy, look at this, look at this. And I called up the DNC, and I called up Obama's campaign headquarters, each and every one of them, all right? That's right. That's right. So the game has been being played for so long. Oh, and look at what they just did in Pennsylvania. Look at what they just did in Pennsylvania. One person voted against it, where they want to have a white-only community. Could you imagine Pennsylvania wanting a white-only community? Oh, tell me, clutch my pearls. White-only community. Never. Anyway, yeah, that happened. That just happened now. You could look it up. After my husband died, I had bought a parcel. I was gonna go move to Pennsylvania. Right? I was gonna put 2 shipping containers on the parcel. I had the electric put from PP&O, Pennsylvania PPL, right? And so I had them. I was going to do this, right? To live there, to move there, right, and just start fresh. Let me just tell you something. When I went to that location, my son and I, right? Now, this is my skin year round and my shade changes. Um, so, and now my son, he's light. My son looks like an Italian. My son looks, well, he looks Arab, and my son looks like an Italian. He looks very Guido-ish, well, not anymore. Oh, he still does. And he's still like, I'm against the law. Nothing against my Italians because, anyway. But, so, my son had, I think his hair was green. One part was green, and he was wearing his bandana, right? And he had his wallet, and he has, and my son's gay, so he's got the, whatever. These people, when I tell you, right hand to God, may you strike me down right now. 1, 2, 3. At least 3 or 4. I remember 4 different cars came rolling down that hill. Giddy up, horsey, let's go see. We might have a minority in this bit. They came. Y'all keep trying to call me. I keep on getting friggin' block calls because I got a spam block. They came down that hill. They came down that mountain. And coming around the mountain. When she comes, we're coming around the mountain. They stopped at that frickin' stop sign. Newfoundland, Route 191. I swear to God, they stopped. Looking at me. Looking at my son. So I represent, I got stickers on my car. No, I don't have no stickers, but I represent because I show who I am. Well, so that happened, right? And then I was looking into the permits. And then, well, the permits weren't coming to fruition. And then, because what happened was they said, no, we don't want these people here, so let's make it as difficult. So I went like, you don't want me here? Okay, well, why don't you want this, and I'll watch you. Don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. But Pennsylvania, white only town, oh God. I can't make this stuff up. These are all true stories. And speaking of Pennsylvania, now, well. Uh, there are some civil rights that have been violated against me. And, well, it involved activity, a lack of by the law enforcement, first here, Dutchess, and then in Pennsylvania. But now that has become something much bigger because of their F-ups. And I had what was going on when I was trying to get things corrected. The Attorney General, the AG Howell in Pennsylvania. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I sent you correspondence and I never got nothing back. So the Attorney General of Pennsylvania, yeah, you guys need to make some corrections, but it's gonna all be addressed. It'll all be addressed, and it's all gonna be documented because it has been. Because when there's corrections to be made and they drop the ball and they only favor another party, the probability of that being the other party being a Caucasian and the person that they didn't favor, where I was the wife, is non-white. So that's what they did. And what happened was, after my husband died, my head was so far stuck up inside like I was so out of it. I really, really, literally was. And here I was, oh yeah, here, they're giving shit away. Thinking that that's what I was supposed to do. All right? My husband's son defaulted on a stupid RV, that disgusting, hideous, hillbilly highway RV. Nothing against RVs. They're okay. They're cool. But it's been a community that's not been pretty friendly to people of my complexion. It's really not, unless you're in a group. You understand? You gotta fit in. You gotta sit in where you fit in, because when you don't fit in, they're gonna make you realize, well, now Obama was president and Obama Hussein. It's a horrible world. I mean, people say, "Oh, the race has nothing to do with it." Okay. So anyway, yeah, they dropped the ball, and that spurred the well, that and these people here, the Karen Chronicles, and yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that happens, and it's a scam. It's a Ponzi scam. It's a Ponzi scam. Ponzi scheme scam set up in these municipalities where they tack on all these fees and they add all these fees and they add all these fees because, well, they add on all these fees for people that are just getting by and managing and living, just managing. You understand, managing? And so you do it to extract. It's like an evaporation process. You understand me? They want to evaporate any resources that are for us. And how they evaporate and take is by adding all these fees. You know? And the mere fact that tow truck companies have a freaking deal, as the guy said, we have a deal. Oh, look it up. Oh, we have a deal. Oh, no, it's not. Where is it? Oh, you won't find it. Yeah. You damn Skippy ain't going to find it because it's something you all made up to benefit your pockets, okay? So, uh, Tom DiNapoli, get to the business end of handling this corruption. You freaking people are unbelievable. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Unless the municipality comes and they tow the vehicle, because the fact that a police agency can get the money, are they renting it? Is it like a showboat experience where the car is going to be on a showboat and it's taken to a yard? Yeah. Anyway, so this is the current times. This is where we are. Everybody, when you deal with misfit nation of corruption, corruption correspondent here on duty, corruption correspondent. That's right. Um, speak on it. Look it up, because I'll guarantee you there ain't no law that says that these things can go on. I don't know. Is like these people that are in government, are they I believe that they're purposely doing this stuff because they want to bring heat to these different municipalities. They want to bring an attention to it. Okay? And the attention that they're doing by having these underhanded, corrupt BS deals, it'll be in the spotlight. Do you understand? Pitiful. And then another incident I bought a Toyota. I had another truck. It was a 2016, the same year that I have. It was a darker gray. And a week after I pick up the car, the freaking check engine light comes on. And some other crap. I called them. I said, listen, come get this car. I don't want this car. Oh, you can't return a car. I said, listen to me carefully. You're going to come and get this car until we don't have a problem. They came and got the car. The amount, oh, And that place, Toyota, Dutchess County, Wappinger Falls, you know, when you get a car, right, they give you the history. So he had it on the thing. That vehicle on Carfax, they put 2 owners, 3 owners, because I had the vehicle. Even though it was only in my possession for, it was like actually 10 days I had the truck. So that's 3 vehicles. It's the fraud. You understand? So Carfax is car-ish. Carfax benefits the car dealerships. All right. I'll repeat that. Carfax benefits the person who's selling the car, because a lot of times there's information that's not, that they don't put in, and they do it to be, you know, like I said, they need a lot of sunscreen because they're so freaking shady. Yeah. Damn Skippy. Anyway, I'll be back, everybody. Remember, speak up when you deal with these imbeciles, when you deal with these people who try to give you some ish. You put them on blast. I don't care. You put them on blast, because we as consumers, we're not here to get ripped off. We're not here to get ripped off by municipalities, by businesses, by corporations. All right, you've been doing that. You've been playing the game for too long. Okay. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Excuse me. I actually, as soon as this started, I'm switching to electric heat. My contract is up with the fuel provider I have. Excuse me, my stomach. I only eat once a day. So about this time, my stomach is saying, "Come on, you gotta eat." I locked in. I think I'm paying $2.89 for propane, and I'm locked in until 2027. I've been doing that forever and ever, because it's about being fiscally responsible. It's about not living above your means. It's about wants and needs. Like I always say, I wanted to be 5'9", and I wanted to have the beautiful sandy blonde hair like my brother Michael has. But now he's got his he looks like the Quaker Oats man. Because I'll go see him tomorrow. But yeah, a whole lot of stuff. Your corruption correspondent reporter will be back. Signing off for now. I am from my mommy, ethnicity wise, everything mix. Latin, yeah, African, Russian, the Middle Eastern in me, yeah. Yep. Peace, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, be careful, do the right thing, like you're being watched, because, well, we all are. And when you deal with clowns, you know, report their performance. That's all. Just think of it as a performance, you know. They're going to clown, and you're going to report. Welcome to the show. It's called the show of Don't F with People. Have a good one. Have a great day. Bye. Stay safe and well, everybody. Bye.